Beyond the world that is in front of you, there is more than what comes into view, and for this, silence is the key. Jisman ki shanti dhud rahe ho, apna dhyan andar mod sakte ho. Take the time to know yourself and become your own best friend. Take the time to treasure your true wealth, the kind of wealth that will never end. You have all that you need inside. You are peace, you are love, you are mine, and you have been and will always be a beautiful point of light. You have been and will always be a beautiful point of light.
Om Shanti. Let's sit straight for a minute. Straight. Take 3 deep breaths and relax the body. And then gently bring your attention to the center of the forehead. This point here, which is also called the third eye of wisdom. It's the energy center. Not outside here, but inside here is where each one of us resides. Everything that we are seeing outside, including this body, belongs to us. Is that true? This body belongs to us, or this body is I? Yes? Anybody? Does this body belong to us, or this body is I? This body is I, or this body is mine? Feel your hand. This hand is you, or this is your hand? You have to answer, because what you answer will get coded into your subconscious. This is you, or this is yours? Mine, right? So this hand is mine, these feet are mine, this body is mine, this face is mine. So if this body is mine, then who is the I who is saying that this body is mine? Because when we look at this body in the morning in the mirror, we say, how am I looking today? We say, I have put on too much weight. We say, I have lost weight. Is it I who has lost weight or put on weight, or is it my body which has lost weight or put on weight? Any difference? Any difference? Yes? So, repeated vocabulary. How am I looking? How are they looking? Am I looking better than them? Are they looking better than me? This repeated vocabulary made me believe that this is who I am. And because this is who I am, perfection is what I desire, beauty is what I desire. So be focused on the perfection and the beauty of, put your finger, why did we focus on the perfection and beauty of this body? Which is important. We need it to be perfect, we need it to be healthy, but to remember I'm working on the perfection and the health of my body. Then through this body, we came into roles and relationships. So if you just rewind and check how many roles and relationships you play and enact throughout the day. But while we were coming into those roles, taking care of those responsibilities, coming into the field of relationships, we did not call them as my relationships. We did not call them as my role. We started saying, I am a parent. I am a spouse. I am a doctor. I am a lawyer. I am a business leader. Everything was I. And then using this body, coming into roles and relationships, we lived in different countries. I live in India, you live in Canada, and which is fine, till we started saying, I am Indian, I am a Canadian. That also became I. Then we were born in families where each family had different religious practices. And there again we started saying, I am a Hindu, I am a Muslim, I am a Christian, I am a Sikh. Right? So body, I, role, I, position, I, relationship, I, nationality, I, religion, I. Everything was I. And because so many things were I, we were all different from each other in all these matters. And so we all get divided. Now just pause for 30 seconds, close your eyes, and just think. Doesn't matter what we have said, heard, believed, and lived all our life. It's time to pause and check, because very rarely do we just pause to check whether what we are saying is right or not, because we've grown up with that belief system. We were taught right from the beginning, this is who you are. And when I came into this body, I was also taught, you are a girl, you are a boy. Right? Close your eyes. And gently see your life. First and foremost, feel your body. Again, see, while I'm saying it, I'm saying feel your body. I'm not saying you, the body. And you would also be using the same vocabulary. If while taking a morning walk tomorrow, the foot gets sprained, the foot gets injured, do you say, the foot is hurting? Or you say, my foot is hurting? While chopping fruits or vegetables in the kitchen, finger gets cut. I am cut or my finger was cut. At the end of a long Monday, you return home, body is aching, tired. I am aching or my body is paining. Let's decide once and for all. I am this body or this is my body? Now raise your hands. How many of you believe that this, keep your eyes closed, but how many of you believe this is my body, it's my feet, my hands, my eyes, my ears, my face, my head, my body? Raise your hand, my body. So tomorrow morning, when you look in the mirror, change the vocabulary gently. Don't say, how am I looking today? Say, how's my body looking today? That's perfectly fine. And don't say, I have put on weight. Say, my body has put on weight. Now come into the world tomorrow, Monday morning, meeting your child, talking to your spouse, having a cup of tea in the morning, relationships. I am the relationship or this is my relationship? coming into the roles, positions, profession. I am a doctor, or doctor is my profession. Coming into the world of responsibilities. Everything in that world of action and interaction, I was coming into that role. I was coming into that relationship. I was using this body to come into that role and relationship. My roles keep changing. My relationships also keep changing. When I'm born, I am the child. I have a parent. 30 years later, I am a parent. I have a child. Relationships keep changing, right? Yes? I does not keep changing. Mine keeps changing. I don't keep changing. Mine keeps changing. My roles will keep changing. My relationships will keep changing. My citizenship could be changing. My nationality could be changing. So while I'm playing all these roles and responsibilities, using this costume, which is my body, but for everything, instead of saying mine, I said I. And in the process, I forgot the I. And because I forgot the I don't even pause and check in the mirror of knowledge to say, how am I feeling today? How am I looking today? Have I put on weight? How would it feel when I puts on weight? Think, we all know this answer. When I put on weight, how would it feel? When my body puts on weight, we know how it looks. If I puts on weight, what kind of weight would it be? I. Just say this line to you. Not used this vocabulary since a long time. When I put on weight, the I puts on weight, what weight would it be? Any day you are feeling heavy here. Heavy. That is the day we've put on weight. That's the weight of? Yes? Weight of? Weight of? The weight of stress, okay, yes. Weight of anxiety. Stress and anxiety is a result of that weight. The weight of a lot of waste thoughts. The weight of a lot of heavy emotions. The weight of a lot of past baggage. Anyone carrying the weight of past baggage? Yes? Raise your hands. We have to lose weight today before we leave from here. Weight of past baggage. Weight of clutter that I collect during the day while I am into action and interaction with the other eyes. So next time, differentiate. I am feeling heavy, I am feeling light. How would it be here to lose weight? I am light. When would you be feeling light? What kind of thoughts we have to create to feel light? I'm feeling very, do we find ourselves saying, I'm feeling very light today? Yeah? Have you ever said this line? I'm feeling very light today. So which is the day I'll be feeling very light? Anji? Inner calmness is there. Lesser noise. Lesser thoughts. And when there are lesser thoughts, they are the right thoughts. When there are too many thoughts, in a world which has started calling overthinking as normal. Any of us have experienced overthinking? It's a different thing that we've got so used to overthinking that we've called that as the normal speed of thinking. The mind just doesn't stop talking. It's like a commentary that goes on. But why did this? Who did this? This one, this. Sometimes there is no comma, full stop, nothing. It just goes on and on. And when we create too many thoughts, it feels heavy over here. I'm feeling very heavy today. So if I want to feel light, less thoughts, and to create less thoughts, right thoughts. Right thoughts, even if the situation is not right. So each one of us desires health, desires perfection, desires beauty. But we've looked at all those things only outside, in my body and in my roles and responsibilities. Now we change to, I am perfect, I am beautiful. Right? Put your finger here. And now put your finger here. Here is the I. And now say to yourself gently, I am perfect. And what would that mean? Mine is perfect. We know everything about mine is perfect. I am perfect. I am beautiful. I am healthy. How many of you would want to experience this? I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Where is that I going to be beautiful? Here. I am beautiful. Now, in order to feel beautiful, in order to feel light, in order to feel perfect, I only need to take care of what I'm creating within. So when I forgot who am I built up a word which is called ego. And once I created this ego, that's when the baggage and the heaviness started. How many of us have ego? No, don't talk about everybody. Next 1.5 hours, we have to talk only about one person. How do we know whether everybody in this hall has ego or no? We don't know. We only need to know about ourselves. What is ego? Because if I hit on my ego, which means I work on my ego, everything else is taken care of. I don't need to work on stress, fear, this, that, long list. It's like work on the body immunity or the stamina, everything will fall into place. What is ego? Please take out your phone. We're going to type this definition so that it's there with us forever. It's very important. Because we look at ego only as feeling superior and saying, I am the best, I am right. That's a very little part. We really need to understand ego as it is. Because once we understand ego, we will start working towards becoming egoless. Is it okay to want to become egoless? Nahin, na? Some amount of ego is needed. Do we need some amount of ego? Don't know, we haven't lived egoless. How do we know how will it be? We don't even know what we are talking about. One word is ego, the other word is self-respect. We mixed the two. And we said, do I not have self-respect? How can I just keep quiet like this? That was not self-respect, that was ego talking. So today we are going to separate the two. Which one do you want, ego or self-respect? Self-respect. For this we will have to finish ego. And when we finish ego, what is going to emerge is going to emerge the perfection of the soul, the purity and the beauty of the soul. Ego is the layers and layers and layers of the beauty of the soul. So in order to make your face look beautiful, people put layers and layers of we put layers and layers and layers. And sometimes you have to meet people when they've removed those layers and you might not recognize them. But it's layers and layers and layers and layers. Those layers and layers and layers that we are putting, we're actually hiding something that's going on inside. Because when the inside is not perfect, it starts reflecting in my face. And because I want a perfect face, I put layers and layers and layers on that face to create a perfect face in order to hide an imperfect me. Sorry, बहुत difficult हो गया? नहीं. The face is the index of the mind. If I am stressed, where will it show? On the face. If I am worried, where will it show? On the face. If I am egoistic, where will it show? On the face. If I am angry, where will it show? On the face. And when that shows on the face is not going to look perfect. Face perfect doesn't mean shape of the nose, that's not perfect. Face perfect means what's the look, what's the energy on the face. But because I'm creating all these emotions which I have called normal, because I'm creating too many thoughts, overthinking, it's not going to reflect in a peaceful, calm face, and so we will put layers and layers on that face to create a beautiful face. Now, spirituality teaches us the opposite, that in order to create a beautiful face, remove the layers and layers and layers that we have put on the I, the layers of ego. So now let's write down the definition. First we'll write the definition, then we'll work on that definition. Because we've used the word ego so much without really understanding what it means. Ego is attachment to a wrong image of myself. Ego is attachment to a wrong image of myself. Which means, whenever I have forgotten who am I, I'm operating through ego. So there are two consciousness. One is ego consciousness and the other is soul consciousness. I am an energy which uses this body. Now just visualize the day you were born. A baby was born. What is a baby? It is an energy which has entered into a body. We are two words, human being. Two words, human plus being. Human comes from the word humus, mitti, this body, and being, energy. When I, the being, leave this body, that is called? When I, the being, leave this body, it's called death. When I, the being, take a body, it's called birth. The body is just a costume. So there is a surgery tomorrow, and a doctor tells the sister, the nurse, "Sister, take Mr. So-and-so inside, into the operation theatre." In case something doesn't go right in the surgery, the doctor will say, "Sister, take the body out." Right? 2 hours before, the family of that individual is coming to the doctor and saying, "Doctor, please save my mother. Doctor, please save my child." If the surgery doesn't work out well, the family comes and says to the doctor, "Doctor, when can we take the body home?" Right? Yes? So couple of hours back, it was Mr. So-and-so. It was my father, my mother, my child. Something happened and everyone started referring it to the body. Why suddenly is it being called the body? Take the body out, take the body for the cremation. Nobody says take Mr. So-and-so for the cremation. Say take the body for the cremation. What has happened? Why is it now suddenly being referred to as the body? Because I, that being, has left the body. And when I, the being, leave the body, it's called the body. In Hindi, it is called arthi. क्या बोलते हैं? अर्थी. अर्थी मतलब जो रथी है, the charioteer, the one who was running that chariot, the body has left, so it is called arathi. The rathi has left. The driver of that car has left. The master of that body has left. That master of the body is I. That's I. So I am that being, that energy which uses this body. When I enter the body, a baby is born. I use this body, which is my costume. I create relationships. I play roles. I earn wealth. I earn possessions. It's a whole journey that I'm creating through this body. And then one day, one moment, it is time for I, the being, to leave this body. And that is called death. Is this true? Is this right? Yes. Now, what does ego mean? Ego means that during this whole journey of having taken this body till I leave this body, that whole journey, I did not remain in the awareness that I am a soul playing all these roles and relationships using this body. I started calling all my roles and relationships as I, and in the process, I completely forgot the I. And because I forgot the I didn't take care of the I. I did not work on making the I perfect, the I beautiful, the I healthy. Today that I has got affected. So now, everyone wants to make the I beautiful? Yes, you want to make the I beautiful? It will have to start with that working definition. Ego is attachment to a wrong image of myself. Now, what all are we attached to? Soul enters the body, and the first thing that the soul gets attached to is, in the order, please get this right, in the order of what you get will be the order of attachment, and the order of attachment will mean the order of fear of losing what you have got attached to. Because whatever I am attached to, I will always have the fear of losing what I am attached to. And soul consciousness means use this body, come into the field of roles and relationships, come into interactions, earn a lot, achieve a lot, but while doing everything, remember that I am achieving this, I am creating this, I am doing this, and I know that one day I am going to lose all of this. Awareness, no fear losing it. Know that I am going to lose it. Do you know that you are going to lose everything? Yes. We fear even saying the yes. You see, we fear saying the yes. I know I have got something and I know I am going to lose it, and my journey in this body is that while I am here playing that role, I, the perfect soul, needs to create perfect roles and perfect relationships. But today, I, the soul, without taking care of my perfection, I want to create perfect roles, perfect relationships, and a perfect body. And none of them are perfect today because I'm not working on the perfection of the soul. Okay? Someone gives you a very beautiful gift. Extremely pretty wrapping paper. Just visualize that gift. Extremely pretty wrapping paper. And nowadays, very fancy ribbons also. Nowadays, packing is also very fancy, right? And then there is a card on that gift. Now, just hold that gift in your hand. Everybody hold it physically. First thing, just for a few seconds, we are going to do this. How are we going to remove the ego? That card is what you have created your identity. I am so and so. And mostly that is on the visiting card that you carry in your wallet. It is that same card. That card of all the labels that I have acquired in my life. Just for a few seconds, take that card and place it here. Take it out. Remove that card. Place it here. Removing it, remembering this card is important, but this card is not I. This card is not I, it is my labels. Then the strings. All these strings are my strings of relationships. We are connected to each other. These are strings of my relationships. Parent, spouse, child, sibling, friends. These are all my strings in life. Just remove all these strings for a few seconds. They are all very important, but they are not I. They are my strings. Keep them aside for a few seconds. Now this beautiful wrapping paper. Wrapping paper. Everything that I have achieved, everything that I wear, this is all wrapping paper. I wrap my life with all this. But this is not I. Put this wrapping paper also aside. And when you remove this wrapping paper, inside is a very, very, very beautiful box. A velvet box or a very finely incarnate, carved wooden box, but very extremely beautiful. And when I look at that extremely beautiful box, it's beautiful and it's expensive. I thought this is the gift. This box is. Label was all my labels that I've acquired in life. Strings was all my relationships. Wrapping paper, all this. Boxes. It's so beautiful, so expensive, so valuable. I thought this was the gift. And while I considered all these things to be the gift of life, I forgot to open the box. The diamond was inside. The diamond was inside. And I was just playing with the ribbons and the labels and the wrapping paper all my life. And also fearing that if I lose them, I lose myself. So I just held on to each thing like this, that I cannot lose it because this is my identity. And that ego created attachment, and that attachment created fear. Can you see that diamond inside now? Can you see the diamond inside? Where is that diamond? Here. We never reached this gift of life. And in the world, suddenly, where there are so many wrapping papers and so many strings and so many labels, we just don't reach up to the diamond. So now, ego is attachment to a wrong image of myself. So tomorrow, Monday morning, when you go out into the world, every moment when you're saying, I am, either a ribbon, a wrapping paper, or a label, or the gift box, either you're operating through that consciousness, or you are thinking you are that, or you are thinking the other person is that. In that moment, you are operating out of ego. This is called ego consciousness. And in that moment, when you are interacting into this world with this consciousness, I am a pure soul talking to another pure soul. That is soul consciousness. Possible tomorrow to practice this? I am a pure soul talking to another pure soul. Is it possible to practice this tomorrow? How many of us can do this tomorrow? And when we do this, it doesn't mean that the labels, the wrapping paper, and that box is not important. It's extremely important. It's extremely important. Get more ribbons, get more labels. That's not the problem. But don't make those ribbons and labels you or your life. They are just ribbons and labels and box. And none of them are permanent. There's only one thing which is permanent. Which is permanent? Which is permanent? I. Energy cannot be created. Yes? Energy cannot be created. Energy cannot be destroyed. So who dies? Body. When do you die? Say it. When do you die? Finished. Fear of death is over. I never die. And I keep fearing that I will die, I will die, I will die. I am eternal. In Hindi we say Atma Ajar, Amar, Avinashi hai. It doesn't die, it can't be burnt, it can't be destroyed. But when someone leaves the costume, we say they died, they died, they died. They don't die. They just leave one costume. It's like the diamond is taken out from one box. The box, the labels, the ribbons are left behind. And now the diamond starts its new journey in a new box and then getting new ribbons and new labels. And that's the journey from one box to the other, to the other, to the other. But in every box, if I thought the box, the labels and the ribbon was I, while I was enjoying getting all those ribbons and labels, I started getting attached to those ribbons and labels. And because I started getting attached to them, I feared losing them. And I literally lived my entire life in fear. What all do you fear losing? Ask yourself, what all do you fear losing? Do you fear losing that label? Your role and position? Do you fear losing your role and position? Yes. Do you fear losing the strings, your relationships? Yes. Do you fear losing the body? Yes. But is it a reality that you're going to lose all of them? Is it a reality that you're going to lose all of them? Then why fear the reality? Life is about acquiring, living with all of it, making the best while you are using it, but also prepared that one day I'm going to lose all of it. So you still continue to live the same way, but you don't live out of attachment and fear. You live out of a consciousness of a trusteeship. I have acquired all this, I'm going to acquire more. I will keep acquiring till the last moment of my life. We don't stop acquiring just because I remember I'm the diamond. But I acquire to use, to create, to give to the world, remembering very well, this is not I, this is mine, it's there with me for this period. After this, I will lose all of it. And therefore, I don't have any fear of it. Why should I not live out of fear? What's wrong in living out of fear of losing things? What happens if I live out of fear? Does it make any difference, fear or fearless? Fear is like a constant depleter there with you. Constant depleter. If you achieve something also, you will fear, what if I lose? And because we fear losing what we have got, we don't enjoy what we have got because there's always a background. What if I lose this? Now tell me something. If you meet each other, out of what consciousness do we operate and we meet each other? Do we ever meet each other person to person, or we are actually meeting each other through the labels, through the strings, through the ribbons that are attached? Who's meeting who? Who's meeting who? When we meet each other, first we exchange our visiting cards. That itself becomes our first level of identity. Tomorrow, one day only, just go through the day and everyone you meet, just before you talk to them, you start interacting with them. Create a thought, I'm meeting a pure soul, I'm meeting a beautiful soul, I'm talking to another soul. Will that make a difference? Okay, just close your eyes. Let's see if it makes a difference. Monday morning, you have an appointment with the head of an organization. Leave your home and reach the office. Come to the entrance of that building or that office. At the entrance, there is a soul playing the role of a security guard there. Cross them and see how you interact with them. Enter into the building. At the front desk, there is a receptionist there to greet you. Meet her. interact with her. Take the elevator, come on to the first floor. There is a manager of that office. Meet them, interact with them. Take the elevator again and come to the top floor. It's the head of the organization's office. Come and meet them. In 4 minutes, we've met 4 people. The guard at the gate, the receptionist at the front desk, the manager on the first floor, and the chairperson on the top floor. 4 minutes, 4 people. Are we the same with each one of them? Are we the same with each one of them? Do we change 4 times? Do we change 4 times? Yes. Just check, this answer will be different for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of these 4, which one do you think is your actual nature? Your actual personality? At the gate? At the front desk? First floor or top floor? Which one is you, your actual nature? Gate? Gate? You have to put on your hand for at least one of them. Gate? First floor? Front desk? Top floor? None of them? All of them? Why did we change 4 times? Who were we interacting with? Why did we change 4 times? Who were we interacting with? We were interacting with the role. And each time we were interacting with the role, either I was superior to the role or I was inferior to the role. And depending on whether I was superior to the role or I was inferior to the role, my consciousness changed, my behavior, even if it was the slightest change, but there was a change. Again, let's cross all 4 of them, again, with a different consciousness. At the gate, I'm meeting a soul playing the role of a security guard. At the front desk, I'm meeting a beautiful soul playing the role of a receptionist. On the first floor, I'm meeting a perfect soul playing the role of a manager. And on the top floor, I'm meeting a soul playing the role of the head of the organization. And most important, I am a soul who's meeting all these 4 souls in 4 minutes. Will anything change? Will anything change if I am a soul meeting another soul playing a different role? Will anything change? Now will you change 4 times? Will you be same 4 times? Which one is comfortable? Changing 4 times in 4 minutes or being the same always? Being the same always. Now, what happened in this second time? Who was inferior and who was superior? Who was inferior? Who was superior in this case? We were all. But do you think the vibrations will change when we interact with each other, when we are all equal talking to each other? Yes? This is when you will start experiencing the feeling of egoless. This is when we will radiate authentic respect to each other, not just respect for what the person has acquired. Respect for every soul, dignity for every soul, regard for their role. We are living in a society, different roles, different positions, age, relationships, regard. A senior comes, you get up and give a chair. You're at the gate, the guard will open the gate for you. You don't open the gate for the guard. You reach the top floor, you stand, the other one is sitting. You come on the front desk, you are sitting, the other one is standing. These are only outer regard. Someone elder to you, you bow down and touch their feet. This is outer regard, which means behavioral regard, innately respect. Regard will change according to age, relationship, role, position. Respect will remain the same for all four. Possible? Possible? Yes? Behavior-wise, where I get up, when I sit, when I open the door for someone, when I bow down for somebody, this is behavior. Very important. Very, very important. It's behavior. It will be different with different people. But the thoughts and feelings for each other, this feeling of, oh, I am superior to someone, oh, I'm lesser than this one. This will not happen in behavior because consciousness will be, I am a soul talking to another soul, equal. Can we spend tomorrow, one day, being the same with every soul? Not sweeter here and less sweeter here and more respectful there and less respectful there. This is what is taking us away from our original identity of purity and perfection, because we keep changing ourselves according to role, position, achievement, wealth, status. Yes, tomorrow I'm a soul talking to another soul. You won't have to change so many times throughout the day. We change so many times throughout the day that we have forgotten our original nature of the soul. If we are equal, respectful, loveful, dignified towards everybody, what will happen to quality of life? What will start happening to quality of life? What will start happening to relationships? Any difference? And when you do this for one day, that day you are not operating through ego, which is attachment to a wrong image of yourself. You are operating through your true self of I, the soul, interacting with another soul. I, the human being, talking to another being. Not I, the position, talking to a position. I, the gender, talking to another gender. I, the relationship, talking to another relationship. One day we have to experience this, and when you experience this, you're going to feel very light throughout the day, because you will not be operating through baggage. You will be operating through your true self. And when you're operating through your true self, there's nothing fear to lose anything. Because you cannot lose yourself. You can only lose what you have acquired. If I get respect from society for what I have achieved, then I always carry the fear of losing that respect one day. Yes? And that is why we make our role and position our identity. And even after we retire, we say retired so-and-so, because I get the respect for that so-and-so label that I have achieved. Ready tomorrow? I'm a soul talking to another soul. Yes? Yes? Then tomorrow we will be operating through soul consciousness. And when we start practicing this soul consciousness, we will start creating the power which gives us the strength to be who I am. I have forgotten who I am. And because I've forgotten who I am, I'm always dependent on something or some situation outside for what I am feeling. Now, when I understand that I am a soul, another very important thing I need to understand is what's my original quality, what's my original nature. Because each one of us is a soul, but today our nature is very different. Each one is different in our nature, right? Yes? Now just visualize, it's like a CD, and there are 5 folders on that CD. I, the soul, have 5 different set of sanskars. Sanskars means my nature, my personality trait. First folder, this is very important to understand ourselves and to understand people. The first folder is my nature, my personality trait, which I have been carrying on this journey of many lifetimes. Put your finger here. This is the energy. Next moment, there is death. So what will happen to this energy? Who's going to die? Who's going to finish? Body, okay? So now just visualize, body finished. That means that box broken. That little box, very beautiful, in which the diamond was, that box broken. What happens to the energy? I, the energy, leave this body. Energy does not die. Energy does not finish. Energy does not get destroyed. Energy is eternal. So where will this energy go? It will just enter the womb of the mother. Now this is fine. Important is, what do I take with me? What do I leave behind? Everything that I acquired, I leave behind. What do I, the soul, take with me? I, the soul, take with me everything that I recorded here in this journey of being in this costume. So today, it's 6:30 now, morning 6 to now 6. In these last 12 hours, all your intentions, all your emotions, all your thoughts and feelings, all your karma, which means all your actions and behavior, they've got recorded here. And right now at this moment, if I leave the costume, everything that I recorded today in 12 hours is going to go with me. Everything I recorded in the last 1 year is going to go with me. Everything that I've ever recorded is going to go with me, because that recording cannot be changed. And so I, the soul, will enter the new costume with all these recordings. And so my nature is different. How many of you have 2 children, which means more than 1 child? Do you feel that the 2 are different from each other? Yes? Even though they are born to the same parents, in the same family, in the same house, going to the same school, getting everything identical, nature-wise the 2 are a little different? How many of you have children who are very different from each other? And sometimes the parent will question, then both are my children. How can they be? Every part of life becomes complicated when we don't remember that we are a soul on a journey. We say, my children, both are my children. How can they be so different from each other? And most important, why are they so different from me? They are my child. Sometimes the child is so different from the parent, that the parent says, I'm not sure if this is my child or something happened in the hospital. How can my child be like this? Because we say my child. You see, we are not looking at a soul on the journey. We are saying my child, created in my womb. This is my creation. So this creation should have my personality traits. What was created in the womb was only the box. You are the creator of only that box in which the diamond is going to enter. The box can look like your box. It's sounding very crude, right? But that's how crude it is. That body can look like your body, your face looks like your parents' face, your face looks like your siblings' face, your height, your weight, body. The diamond just enters there. So now visualize, you leave this costume, you're going to go into the next costume. There is a set of parents there. And your body, that box, is getting created in that womb of the mother, and you, the diamond, just leave this costume and you enter into that box. You are carrying your recordings from here. So how can your recordings be the same as the new set of parents that you are going to? And so you have one child who's a soul who has come from another part of the world with their set of recordings. Couple of years later, you have a second child. They are also a soul on a journey who's come from another place with a different set of recordings. How can these 2 souls be similar to each other? Forget siblings, even twins cannot be similar to each other. They can only be similar in the box. Their boxes look similar. Their nature, their personality trait, and most important, their destiny is not same. Because the destiny of the soul is getting created based on the recording that soul has got when the soul entered into the womb of the mother in that body that was getting created. So now, Look at your child. Look at your family member with a different consciousness. Not my child should be like this, my children should be like this, they should be. Soul on a journey came into this family playing the role of my child and came with their recordings of personality trait and karma. And my role with this soul now is to be with them on this journey of creating karma and recordings, but helping them also with all that recording that they have come with. Your complete attitude of looking at a person will change. Will it change? Yes? Now when I, the soul, leave this costume here and I go and enter the womb of a mother and a baby is born, the parents think a blank CD is coming to their house on which they are going to write everything. Because they think baby means brand new. Again, remember, brand new is only the box. That diamond is all covered with layers and layers and layers of recording. Even if you just check today 12 hours, how much you have recorded today. You recorded irritation, you recorded happiness, you recorded resentment, you recorded forgiveness, you recorded acceptance, you recorded rejection. What all did you record today in 12 hours? What all did you record in the last 12 days? What all have you recorded in the last 12 years? What all have you recorded in the last 12 lifetimes? That is all on your recording. And your destiny is based on this recording. So can your child be just like you? Yes? Can they be? Look at them in a different way. Not through the attachment of my child. They are playing the role of your child, but they are a soul on a journey who have come with their recordings and their karma, and their destiny is going to unfold while they are playing the role of your child. And if you remember that they are a soul playing this role and they have come with their karma and destiny, it will become very easy to be with them and to handhold them through this journey of their karma and destiny. But if you are going to live through the attachment, my child, one thing doesn't go right there, and it is you who's creating the panic and the fear and the turmoil. And while you do that, your recording will change. Why are they like this? Why can't they be perfect? Why are they carrying this sanskar? Because they have carried that from a past lifetime. So much is going on in the world today. There is war somewhere. There is flood somewhere. There is fire somewhere else. There is earthquake somewhere else. There is an accident somewhere else. There is a murder somewhere else. There is so much happening by which a soul will leave the costume. Forget the recording of the entire life and the many lifetimes. Just check the way a soul leaves the costume also affects the personality of the child. So a baby is born, but that baby fears water. A child is born, but the child fears height. 230 people sit in a flight, ready to take off on a holiday. In 30 seconds, 230 souls leave the body. In 30 seconds. Can you visualize sitting in a flight? By the time you just tie your seat belt and you're listening to the announcement, 30 seconds later, 230 souls leave the costume. What was the last recording? Forget a recording of the life and many lifetimes. What was the last recording? Now, with that recording, the soul will enter a new costume. Will that have an influence on that personality or no? But their parents don't know this, that this is a soul. They're saying baby, new baby, perfect baby. And suddenly at the age of 3 or 4, they find that that child creates a lot of fear. A little noise and that child goes like this. And maybe the child looks at a flight and panics and runs into the house. And leave alone being able to board a flight. Will the parent be able to understand the child? Will the parent be able to understand the child? No. And they will say, what is the problem with my child? Everyone is boarding the flight. My child panics and runs away. What is the problem with my child? Everybody is able to swim. My child looks at water, fears and runs away. We will create worry. We will create fear. We will create criticism. We will compare the child with other children. We will even ridicule. Only because we said, my child. Change one line, soul on a journey. And whatever they are experiencing today is because of something that they have created on that journey. Understand them. Accept them. And then next step, help to heal them. Now close your eyes, go home. What is that one sanskar, one personality trait you're not able to understand about them? Fear of water, fear of flights, fear of heights, easy to understand. Fear of being able to trust people. Fear of rejection. Insecurity. We just can't understand them. How can they be like this? Why are they like this? And when we are not able to understand them, we create emotions which actually deplete them. Our role was to empower each other. Our role was to heal each other. But we will be able to do that only when we remember we are a soul on a journey who's carrying a lot of recordings and imprints. Now just select one person for whom you have multiple times created this thought, I just can't understand how they can do this. I just can't understand them. I just can't understand why they do this. Just pause and just bring them on the screen of your mind. And now don't look at them just as a face or a relationship. That face is very important. Relationship is extremely important. But I need to understand them. Them, the energy. So for a few seconds, put aside the wrapping paper, the strings, and that box, and just look at them. They are a soul on a journey. And just say to them, I understand you. Because many times I have said it to them, either in words or my thoughts, I just can't understand you. Please say to them, I understand you. And I understand you means I understand that sometimes, somewhere on this journey of many lifetimes, you have gone through something for which this particular personality trait has got recorded. I understand you. Second line, say to them, I accept you. Accept you means I accept this nature. I'm not going to create critical, judgmental thoughts about it. I am not going to react to it. I understand you. And third and most important, because understanding them, accepting them, does not mean that they are to live with that recording. But understanding them and accepting them is the first step to help them to change that recording. So the first one is I understand you. Second is I accept you. And the third one now is I heal you. I heal you. I bless you. And what do you have to do for that? Just look at that nature, which one is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for them also. If someone's carrying fear, it's uncomfortable for them. So just look at them and understand this is just a recording that got created because of an experience which even they don't remember what they had experienced. Any recording can be changed. And to help them to change that recording, we are going to create a different recording about them. So instead of repeatedly saying, why do they fear? How can they be so fearful? How can they be like this? Change to a new recording for them. You are a powerful soul. You are a powerful soul. You are extremely comfortable with water, if they fear water. You are a powerful soul. You are very comfortable with heights. And now deeper. You are a powerful soul. You're comfortable trusting people. You are a powerful soul. You are safe. You are secure. Just your one thought that you will start changing about them will radiate a vibration to them, and this vibration will help them to create a new recording. And over a period of few days, if we keep creating a new recording, the old recording will disappear. Can we help them to do that? Can we help them to do that? But it will first have to start with understanding why they are the way they are. And this is to help them also, but this is also to help. We can do the same for us also. So always to remember every soul who is around you, at home, at work, anywhere, they are not a person or a relationship or a role. They are a bundle of lot of recordings that they have carried in many, many lifetimes. And these recordings are not just nature and personality. This recording is destiny. What creates our destiny? What creates our destiny? The karmas that we have created. How many of you have an astrological chart, a birth chart? Kundali, Janam Patri? Upar? When was this designed and created? The day the baby was born. Right? The day the baby was born. But the baby had not created any karma. The baby had not created any karma. And yet the destiny chart of the baby was born. So that destiny chart is whose chart actually? Whose destiny chart is that? The destiny chart is of the soul based on the karma created in the... Because right now in this new body, the soul has not created any karma. They've not even got a name yet. So the destiny chart is a blueprint which tells me what all recordings I have come with. Now what I will do in this costume will be my new karma. Which one is more powerful, the ones I came with or the ones I will create now? Which is more powerful, the ones I came with, which means what is written in my chart, or the ones I'm going to create now? And then why is that document so important to be referred to all our life? It is giving some message. What is it telling us? What we come with is our destiny. What we create now is our karma. The destiny that we come with is designed based on the karma we have earlier created. What karma we will do now will influence how we are going to handle what is going to happen to us in this lifetime. And that is why we always learned everything is predestined. Yes? Right? Heard this? Everything is predestined. Predestined means a previously written destiny. Written by who? Everything is predestined. Written by who? Everything is predestined. So let's say you go and open your birth chart tomorrow, show it to someone who has the knowledge of how to see it, and the person says, you know what, next year is very tough. It's serious. It's really tough. How do they know next year is tough? What is the science behind it? It is predestined that next year is going to be tough. Predestined based on some karma that I have created. So the destiny chart tells us what have I already created. Based on that, situations are going to come into my life, which means destiny comes like this. It's going to come like this. My present karma is going to decide how I'm going to face what is going to come into this life. So what is going to come is already decided. Nobody can change that. What is going to come is already decided. Decided by? Decided by who? Put the finger on them. Decided by? I. So next time, don't blame anyone for your destiny. And definitely don't put the finger up there. If God had to create everyone's destiny, we would all be living with a perfect destiny. Destiny is created by, say it again and again till it's 100% certain. Who's creating my destiny? I. Whatever is written in my birth chart was written by me. And whatever I'm going to do now is going to write my next birth chart. So let's take care. We are facing our previously written destiny, and the karma that we are doing is creating our new destiny. Both are playing together. Evaluate. How was your last 12 hours? What kind of a destiny have you written today? Any thoughts that were not correct in the last 12 hours? Not correct means lower energy thoughts. You still have time to change it. Change. And from tomorrow morning or from tonight, start living life a different way. Every thought I create, every word I speak, every intention I have, every karma that I do is getting recorded here, and that karma is creating my destiny. So who is the creator of my destiny? I. Now, that baby who's born into your family, that child is today 15 years old, 20 years old. The parent will always have the purest intention that my child should have a perfect life. But the child is a soul on a journey. And I have no idea what all karmas the soul has created and come into this costume. And so at any point of time, any of us can have suddenly something coming into our life like this. Does that happen? Anything will happen suddenly. Good, very good, sometimes not comfortable. But whatever is coming like this was written by, say it, whatever is coming like this was written by, whatever is coming in your child's life was written by that soul on the journey. What is your role then? Now if something has come into their life, what is your role? What is your role? Let's say everything was going perfect and suddenly one failure. Everything was going perfect, suddenly a health issue. Everything was going perfect, suddenly an accident. Suddenly, destiny comes tuck like this. What is your role as family? What is your role as family? Our role as family is to create the right karma energy and to give strength to that soul to have the power to face what destiny has brought to them by creating the right karma now. But if I am attached to that soul, I will not be able to create the right energy. I will only create fear, I will create pain, I will create trauma, I will create panic. Yes or no? And when I create this, what vibration am I radiating to that soul? Lower energy. And when I radiate that lower energy to that soul, their ability to create the right karma now will get affected. So living through this attachment, my child will have a perfect life, not necessary. Soul on a journey, we don't know what karmas they have got. Anytime, anything can come into anyone's life. It takes 1 second to change destiny. But life is not about what happens to us. Life is about what we are going to do now when something happens to us. And in that, all the souls around me can play an important role. That is family. Family is that. Family is 4 souls have come together into this dynamics of relationships so that they're going to help each other. They're going to be there with each other to create the right karma, the right patterns, to create the right recordings. That is family. But if I forget that I'm a soul on a journey, I forget they are a soul on a journey, I only say my child, my spouse, my parent, then it's very natural to create fear, panic, this. And by doing that, I spoil everyone's recording, mine, theirs, and everyone's at home. Can we change? Ready to change? Family means healer. Family means support system. Family means helping to transform. Family means giving strength to cross that karmic account. Not family means depleting the strength which is needed to cross that karmic account. So for that, you will have to be detached from your child. Ready to detach? Ready to detach? No? Ready to deplete them? Yes? Ready to empower them? To empower them, you will have to detach. But you have to understand the meaning of detachment. We fear that word because we don't know the meaning of that word. Join like this, 2 hands. Sometimes 2 children are born joined, physically joined, right? See in the picture? This is called physical attachment. Now they have to sit together, stand together, walk together, go to sleep together, do everything together. Comfortable? So much love, always joined. Inseparable. Comfortable? No. So what is done then? Surgery. Like this. Now one can sit, the other can stand. One can go to school, the other one can take a holiday. Comfortable? Which one is better, this or this? This. Now again join. Now not physically joined, emotionally joined. You and your child are emotionally joined. Which means if one is in pain, let's say it, if one is in pain, the other one is in pain. If one is hurt, the other one is hurt. If one is worried, the other one is worried. Comfortable? Separate? If one is in pain, now you keep saying it. If one is in pain, the other one is not in pain. Let's use good words. If one is in pain, the other one is powerful. If one is worried, the other one has faith everything is going to be perfect. If one is feeling low, the other one is creating happiness in the house. Which one do you want to be? This or this? This is detachment. And detachment is equal to unconditional love and power. Let anything happen in your child's life. If you are detached, you will be a constant source of love and power to that soul. But if you are like this, then a slightest scratch and you are crying more than your child. A slightest failure and you are in more pain than your child. And by that, we complicate our own recordings also, but we also complicate their recordings. So detachment is not indifference. Detachment is separating our emotional state so that we can be there before each other to give strength. 4 people of a family were going for a walk. Visualize your family going for a walk. And as we were going there was a pit. One member of the family fell down. What are the other 3 going to do? Boliye? Pull them out. But if the other 3 say, we love you so much. See, it's sounding so funny right now, right? We are doing this every day. The child says, Mom, please don't worry. She says, how can I not worry? I love you so much, so I worry. So we thought love means I will cry with you. Love means I will be in pain with you. Is that love? That's a depleter. Love is an energizer. Love is power. Attachment is weakness. Love gives strength. Attachment depletes strength. Because attachment is like this. I don't have a choice to create a different feeling and an emotion. It's here, attached. So attachment depletes energy. Detachment gives you the power to create that feeling which your child needs or which any member of your family or any friend needs to pull them out of pain. Ready to get detached? Abhi bhi nahi? Ready to get detached? What do I need to do for that? Just keep both your hands like this. Let's see how to get detached. Because detachment is not something we can do, like I am detached from today. It's not possible to do that. Detachment only means, what is attachment? When I'm living through that consciousness of my child, my this, I get attached to that consciousness. And attachment means when my mind is dependent on their mind. That's attachment. Then we both are operating on that same vibration. Now, if your child or any member of the family goes through something, or without going through something only, they are in pain. So they vibrationally moved down, right? They vibrationally moved down. If you are attached to them, then you will also move down. And if you move down, what will you radiate to them? You will radiate pain to them. They are already in pain. But because we are attached to them, we also move down. We radiate pain to them. And when we radiate pain to them, where will they move? They will move down. When we look at them like that, we will move down. And together, both of us will keep moving. Again. They are going through something. Emotionally not in the perfect health. Vibrationally a little dipped. What does love say? Where should I be? Karo. Kitna up? Kitna up? Itna up, itna up, itna up, itna up, itna up. Kitna up? And when I'm here, what will I be able to radiate to that soul? Where does energy flow? Energy doesn't flow like this. Energy flows like this. So in order to empower everyone around you, all that we have to do in life is go up, 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 which means emotionally, vibrationally keep strengthening yourself every single day. And the easiest way to do that is every day practice this, I am a soul. And the minute you create this thought, I am a soul, you're getting detached from all your past identities of I am a body, I am a relationship, I am this. So I am a soul is an exercise. Ready to raise your vibrations? Do you think your family needs power? You think your family needs power? And are you ready to become the one who is going to give the power? Do you want to give the power or do you need power? How do you do both? Huh? Both kaise hoga? Are you going to be like this in life or are you going to be like this in life? How do you want to be? You want to give family? So whatever you want to give them, you will have to first create it. But if you say, I need from them, and they are also going to say, I need, then everyone at home is standing like this. I need love. The other person also says, I also need love. But both are standing like this. Who's going to put over there? And then they come and they say, we don't want to live with each other. And we say, why do you not want to live with each other? Because I'm not getting anything from them. They got into the relationship to get. Should we get into any relationship? It's not just a husband and wife. Any relationship. Should we get into a relationship to get? Or should we get into a relationship to give? Let's see, a show of hands. How many are ready to get into a relationship to give? Achhe se thoda sa. Acha. Okay. Give. How many times give? So add that. Give always. To how many people? Very good. So now write the complete line. I give always to everyone. Now one more. What if they give something else in return? Do I still keep giving? Do I still keep giving? Why should I give to someone who's not giving something good to me in return? Remember one important thing today. Each soul is on a journey. There are 1,500, 2,000 souls sitting in this hall. Each one has their own story. Each one has their own karma. Each one is writing their own destiny. Be with each one. Be there for each one. But always remember, your responsibility is to write your story. So if someone around you is not writing a correct story, don't spoil your recording for them. One moment, and I, the soul, will leave the costume. No child, no parent, no spouse. It all finishes in 1 second for that soul. But what will go with me will only be my recording. See now, somebody got up, somebody moved. You kept looking there. You spoiled your recording. It's sounding funny, but actually if you see, entire lifetime passes like this. Which means what are we doing? They are creating their story. They needed to get up, they needed to move, they need to move out. It's their story. Does that story have anything to do with us? So today, first practice, please don't entangle with people's stories which has nothing to do with us. Once we start doing that, then we will move to writing a story of when being around people who have a lot to do with us. But today we are spoiling our story only looking at the stories of other people. And like, why did they get up? Why did the phone ring? Why did they move? Why are they sitting like this? Why are they dozing off? It's their story. So just keep this line with you, and every time you find someone doing something not your way, just say, it's their story. I have to take care of my story. And if I want to write a good story, I can send a nice blessing to them, for those who are messing up their story. So if you want to be with someone, then be with them to give them that energy to write a good story. But don't allow their story to spoil your story. Because each one is just continuously writing a story here. Your every thought, even if you say, why did they get up? You're writing a story here. You just created a sanskar of being critical and judgmental about somebody's behavior without knowing why they did this, how they did this, what was their reason. We just go and create 4 thoughts for them. And living in an era of why we are emotionally more depleted. What suddenly happened in the last 10 years? We suddenly got connected to stories of people all over the world. Yes. While we were confined to our area, our region, our stories was more about what's happening in our house. Our story was more about what's happening in our office. Thoda bahut what is happening in the neighbor's house. Itna hi story tha hamara. Suddenly, we got connected to the world, and suddenly our mind was creating many stories. Every video you see, every message you read, every comment on a video that you read, also you create a thought and you create a story about the person who's made a comment on somebody else's story. So you can imagine how much clutter there is over here. And with all that clutter, I, the soul, will leave the costume. Will those people go with me? Yes? Now don't create a thought of why the phone is ringing. And if you want to create a thought, say, powerful soul must have forgotten good reason. You've created a good recording. So detachment means I can create a good recording even if somebody else is not creating a good story. And attachment means as is their story, so is my story. That is attachment. And that is bondage. And freedom means their story is their story. Seeing their story, I am creating my story. You're watching a movie. One more. This is life. And that's what we were talking day before yesterday. Every single event that I've been to in like 20 years, there is yet to be an event where there's not a single phone which rings. It always happens. Always happens. This is life. Say how much ever you want. Give instructions how much ever you want. Expect people to be your way. They are a soul on a journey. They are not going to be your way. They are going to be their way. Now you have a choice when you see people being their way. Which way are you going to create your story? Because your destiny is about your story. One work that we can do is by creating a right recording, we can help their story also. But detachment means move above their story, create a right story, and give them the power to create a right story. Attachment means look at their story, create fear and anxiety, spoil your story, add pain to their story, and then give them the strength to spoil their story. Unaware, we are doing this throughout the day. Just think about why did they do this? Why did they move this way? We're not even seeing what we are recording over here. And then we are saying overthinking. Overthinking means thinking about everybody. So tomorrow, first homework, detach from what you're watching. Okay? Possible to watch without creating a story? Which means watch without creating any thought over here. Possible? No? Then don't watch. Simple. Don't watch. That's a better option. If you can't detach, then don't watch. But if you are going to consume and create for everything that someone else is doing in some part of the world, this story is going to get extremely complicated. You know how many people are still panicking boarding a flight? You know how many people are going through therapy after that? And they were not even part of that. They are not even related to that person. They don't even know the family. They don't know anybody. They only consumed visuals. And they created their own story. So that is the power of what we consume. It changes our story. So be careful of what you are consuming. It is writing your destiny. Can we take care? Can we take care? Yes, everyone, personal commitment. We have enough of our stories. We have to take care of our stories and everyone around us. That's our responsibility. The rest, if you want to watch and consume, watch in a detached manner and send a blessing. If you live in this mode of sending blessings, giving energy, you will not absorb, you will only give. You can only stand on one side, either as a transmitter or a receiver, either as a giver or an absorber. If you keep standing on this side, I want, you won't be able to suddenly be able to disconnect. You will absorb everything that you are consuming as an energy. But if you shift to being a giver, then even while you are reading or you know about what's happening in any part of the world, this energy here is tuned to being a giver. You will automatically give to them also. There is a lot that's happening in the world. Make it a habit to pray every day, to meditate every day for the world. to meditate for the souls who are going through pain. This power does not have to be given only to people who are around us. This power can be given to while we were reading the news, while we were watching the videos, so many families. Did we pause for 5 minutes and say, connect to the Supreme Power and radiate peace and power to those souls who left the body? No. We only kept reading, watching, talking. So let's make this a habit, because they need power. So when we start playing this thing, I'm radiating power to every soul, then this will become your normal way of being. You won't have to do it that time for your child. You operate at that frequency. So we are not going to live like this. We are going to live like this. The more you will live like this, the more it will increase. The more it will increase, the more you will be able to give. And the more you live like this, the weaker you become. The weaker you become, the more you need. The more you need, the weaker you become. It goes into a cycle, either this side or that side. Close your eyes. Again, go home. Again, go home. Look at every soul in the family. And today say, I am a giver. Giver means I will be there with them, always for them, but I will not consume the energy. And consuming the energy is attachment. And consuming the energy is, why are they doing this? How can they do this? No, give a blessing. Give the power. It happens in one thought. And why, how, when, not, what is many thoughts. So that is overthinking. Worry thoughts, fear thoughts, judgmental thoughts, overthinking, depleting power. Soul on a journey, they have come with this karma, they have come with this pattern. My responsibility, my love for them is to radiate power. Just one thought. And you can say that one thought 100 times a day, 1,000 times a day. Every time you think of them, say that thought. Every hour you say that thought. But repeat only that one thought. Or repeat only those thoughts at that vibration, at a higher energy. Go higher, go higher, go higher. And the higher you go, you more strengthen them. Look for any one issue at home with any one family member. If they are going through a health issue, you will say, powerful soul, perfect healthy body. Only one thought. Powerful soul, perfect healthy body. Otherwise we say, oh, what will happen? They are not well. Now what will happen? What will happen after this? By creating all this vibration, we are radiating pain to the soul who is already in pain. And if we radiate pain to the soul, the body will heal. Will the body heal faster? No. So caregiving, being for each other, always first take care of the soul will take care of their problems. You cannot always solve somebody's problems. Someone is unwell, you can't cure their body. You can take care of them, but take care is not just of the body, take care of the mind. Take care of the soul who's going through that karmic account of a disease. Can we create this blessing, perfect healthy body? Yes, can we create this blessing, perfect healthy body? Yes, someone's going through failure. What blessing? Yeah, just have to go like this. They are saying, what will happen? I don't know what my future is. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what life is going to be. Here, energy. Chalo, it's very easy. They are saying, I don't know what my future is going to be. Blessing. Take their line, change their line. That is a blessing. They are saying, I don't know what my future is going to be. Blessing. Very easy. They are saying, I don't know what's my future going to be. Blessing. What do you want their future to be? Perfect. So your blessing is your future is perfect. They're saying, I don't know whether I'll ever be able to do something. You say you're going to create miracles. You are a powerful soul. So we are creating a completely different story than what they are repeating. And when we are creating a completely different story, we are getting detached because their story and my story completely different. But if my story is moving in this direction, then I am radiating power to that soul, and that gives the soul the strength to change their story. They are singing a different song. We have to sing a different song. Don't make the mistake of joining them in singing their song. Because very soon the entire family will start singing that song. It was only one soul's karmic account. So that soul is saying, I don't know what's going to happen, nothing is going right, my life is a big mess. You don't start singing the same song with them. Because if you start singing that song, they will never be able to stop singing that song. So suppose if one person in a family is singing an actual song, all that the other people have to say, take care that they don't sing the same song, you have to sing another song. Can we do that, singing another song? Yes? They will continue singing that song non-stop. Freedom means you are going to sing another song. And sing that song so loud and clear that they will be forced to change that song. They will be influenced by you rather than you being influenced by them. That is family. That is love. That is relationship. Now look at which song is needed at home. What is the issue going on? What is the song that soul is playing? So all me that same repeated thinking going on. And now you create a beautiful high vibrational song for them. That song is called a blessing. And you don't have to sing it in words. It's going to be in your thoughts and feelings. Just repeat that blessing for them again and again and again. And your energy, your vibration, we underestimate the power of vibration, what it can do. Have you ever experienced telepathy that you think of someone and that person calls you? Anybody has experienced? And you remember as child or with your children, I remember when we were in school and I would say, today I'm going to go home and I tell my mother I want to eat this. And the whole day I will say, today I'm going to go home and tell her I want to eat this. And you reach home and that's there for you on the dining table. I'm like, how did you come to know? And she said, I don't know why I thought of cooking this today. Happened? How did it happen? How did it happen? We were in school, the mother was at home. How did this happen? Because we are all vibrationally connected. In an era without phones also we were able to convey our messages. But today we are not using our vibrations right. With phones also we are not able to understand each other. I just can't understand you. Even I can't understand you. So vibration, just create that right thought. Very soon you're going to have the other soul singing your song. So your child is feeling extremely low. Nothing is going right. It's all a mess. I'm not going to be able to make it. You sit in your other room. You can be sitting in another country. To be connected vibrationally, you don't have to sit next to each other. And you sit in another country and you say, everything is perfect. You have a beautiful destiny. You are going to create magic. Just keep singing that song. Your vibrations reaches that soul. And that soul sitting like this, crying low, suddenly has this thought, it's not so bad. I'm going to be able to come out of this. I'm certain I'll create a miracle. How did their thoughts change? Because someone sat somewhere else and created that thought for them. Just like we created a thought, I want to eat this, and the mother started cooking it there. This is happening always. It doesn't happen once in a while. It happens always. So if you don't keep singing their song and you create a new song, they are very soon going to start creating your song. This is called detachment. So the song only has to be a high vibrational recording song. Ready to change your song? Ready to change your song? So if someone's phone rings, what are you going to sing? Sing, sing, sing. What are you going to sing? Yes, anybody? What's going to be your song? Because you know the one whose phones rings, they panic first of all. And they panic more because 1,000 people create a thought, how could they do this? And the remaining 500 say, after having announced also they did this. And that one person suddenly gets vibrations of 1,500 people and their hands stand trembling. I have seen people's hands go like this with their phone. Fear. Fear because other people around me have just created a judgmental thought for me. They are not able to silence their own phone, something they could do in their sleep in the middle of the night. That is the power of vibration. Now, if someone's phone rings and 1,000 people say, it's okay, it happens, that person will also be comfortable. Vibration. If 1,000 people create a thought, I know you didn't do it deliberately, it's perfectly fine. That soul will also feel comfortable. It's perfectly fine. Communication is not what we say to each other. Communication is what we think of each other. And similarly, you can create a vibration for anyone who is in any part of the continent. They are going through pain. You meditate here, they will receive power there. They will receive power there. Ready to do that? First, we will start with people around us. Once we get into that practice, it will become a normal way of being. And all this we are able to do because we remember we are not this body. We are a soul who's creating energy. Energy is vibration. Vibration is radiating. And we get connected to each other by those vibrations. You can send a message to anyone. Living in another country, don't create these thoughts. I'm not with my family right now. I'm not with them when they're going through this. Physically, you are not. Create a thought, I'm only with you. And they will start feeling different over there. But if sitting here you keep saying, I'm not with them, I'm not with them, I'm not with them, there they are going to sing a song. They are not with me, they are not with me, they are not with me. But if you create a song here, physically I'm not there, but I am with you. All my power and blessings are with you. They are going to start create a song. It's okay, I feel them with me. They are there with me. Very soon the other person's song changes. It's just like those other songs which we sing. Have you ever experienced one person is singing a song early in the morning, very soon the other person in another room also starts singing the same song? Hua kabhi ki nahi hua? Yes. Sometimes the neighbor is singing a song, 5 minutes later we are singing that song. And then I pause and say, like, why am I singing this song? Where is this coming from? Okay, I heard it over there. Connect, vibration, absorb, create. So all that we need to do is take care that we are creating the right song. And when we start singing these different songs, which are different from the scene that is going on around me, that is freedom. That my recording will not be what is happening. My recording is going to be how I want to think about what is happening, and I want to think here. Even if the situation is here, I'm going to think here. So then I don't just have freedom, but I also have the power to transform their karmic account. Possible? Yes, no? Easy? No? Singing that crying song, complaining song is easy? No. Singing a powerful, happy song is easy? The crying, complaining song is 1 million thoughts. The powerful, happy song is one thought. Immediately the mind will shift to being calm and stable and peaceful and powerful. Overthinking is over. This is freedom. And then being happy, not just being happy, but radiating that happiness as power to other people becomes seva. You become a giver. We can only live either this way or this way. Look at all the pictures of the deities, the prophets, the saints. How is the hand always shown? How's the hands always shown? If we show 2 hands of a deity, it's giver. If we show 4 hands of a deity, all 4 are giver. So, and their photo will have a white color aura there, which means giving is equal to spiritual, emotional health. White, pure, clean aura. And when it's like this, then we are consuming from the world. Once I'm on this side, everything is going to affect me. I can't choose this side for you and this side for you. No. Either I'm standing on this side in life or I'm standing on this side in life. So from today, I only give, I give, I give. Who gives me then? If I keep giving, who gives me? If I keep giving, who gives me? Do like this. When you're giving a blessing to someone, who's going to receive that energy first? So to remember, when we give, it's not physical, it's energy. When we give that energy to someone, the first person who's going to receive it is I. And that's why you're going to move upwards, because you're giving blessings to everybody. If you get angry with someone, who's the one who receives the energy first? The creator or the receiver? But we were throwing the anger at the other person. We were shouting at them. Many of us must be still having that oximeter at home, right? The COVID one. So tomorrow, if you plan to shout at someone, just keep the oximeter ready first there. Shout, throw that energy, and then use that oximeter for both the giver and the receiver. Check whose body has got affected. Which one do you think gets affected, giver or receiver? Giver, and still we are giving. We thought we are shouting at them. It is we who go through that trauma. The giver is always the first receiver. The giver has no choice. The receiver has a choice. If I shout at someone, they have a choice what they want to create with that. But I don't have choice. And that's why always keep giving. Always keep giving higher energy. But how do I keep giving higher vibrational energy always? That simplest way is to first energize ourselves always. And that is where meditation becomes not important anymore, compulsory. Compulsory. Because since the time we've got this media and connect, this ability to become like this has increased multifold. Multifold. We are consuming the pain of the world. We are consuming the stress of the world. It's no more about my life stress. Just by reading, we are consuming. Apart from that, entertainment. Apart from that, stories. Apart from that, comments on stories. Just consume, consume, consume. So the first step is, be careful of what you consume. It's creating your karma. Content you consume is also creating your karma. Are you ready to affect your destiny just because somebody else created a video? Yes? Content is like emotional diet. What I watch, read, listen is what I become here. And what I become becomes my karma. And my karma becomes my destiny. So write a poster for yourself. Content is equal to destiny. Now consume. Now consume. Now consume only that what you want your destiny to be. Mindlessly scrolling is affecting destiny because we are just consuming. So it's going in this direction. And everything you watch, we have an opinion about it. That's also one more thing. We're not even just watching. We have an opinion about it also. And then we will get into a conversation about our own opinions about it. It's all getting very complicated. Live easy. Don't get entangled with everybody's stories. Take care of your story and give power to other people to take care of their stories. And that's how we will start living a life where we will experience freedom here, but we will also experience power to give that power to everyone else. So ready to commit a few minutes of meditation daily? And what is meditation? Practicing soul consciousness. Reminding myself of what I had completely forgotten. So I, the soul, am carrying 5 types of personality traits. 1, past life. 2, what I get from my parents. 3, what I get from environment. And content is a very part of that environment. Hindi में कहते हैं संग का रंग. संग का रंग लगता है. जिसके आप संग में रहते हैं उसका रंग लगता रहता है. So content is संग का रंग. 4th one is, irrespective of what I'm carrying from the past, what I got from my family, what I created from environment, I have the willpower to change any recording. You can change any nature, any personality trait. And the 5th folder is most important. Every soul is carrying 7 personality traits. It is innate nature of every soul. And those 7 are purity, peace, love, power, happiness, wisdom, and bliss. Sato Guni Atma. 7 गुणों से बनी आत्मा, which means 7 qualities of every soul. So every soul is pure, powerful, peaceful, loveful, happy, wise, blissful. Every soul. But we've forgotten that. And so we're saying, I'm stressed, I'm angry, and all those lists. So meditation means first practicing soul consciousness and thereby emerging those 7 qualities which is my innate nature, and very soon, within a few days, those 7 will come into action. And they will change your recording and change your destiny. And then meditation also means connecting to the supreme power, which is the source of these 7 qualities. Ocean of love. प्यार का सागर है. बोलते हैं ना भगवान को, क्या बोलते हैं? प्यार का सागर है, शांति का सागर है, ocean of peace. Almighty authority, powerful, सर्वशक्तिवान है, supreme parent है. My parent is ocean of peace and I am saying I want peace. कहीं तो connection टूट गया है. It's like you're wealthy and your child is saying, I just need a rupee. Connection टूट गया है. So meditation is 1, practicing soul consciousness, emerging those 7 qualities, and then connecting to that supreme power and filling ourselves with those. So let's make meditation a compulsory part of life now, not optional. Not optional. The coming times are not easy on this planet. Because people have stopped taking care of themselves, vibrationally we are going down and we are living in that air. Put your hand like this. Living like this era is over with COVID. We were living like this. जैसा चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है. पिछले साल भी ऐसे थे, इस साल भी ऐसे ही है. Which means I'm on the same vibration, which is a good vibration. Nothing wrong, good vibration. But suddenly the air dipped. Because for 2 years, millions of people in 5 continents created fear, anxiety, panic. The air dipped. So if I am like this and vibration dips, what will happen to my graph? It will just dip a little. And so you see post-COVID, fear, panic attack, anxiety attack, depression, suicides, sudden deaths, illness, suddenly increased in big numbers. Why suddenly it increased so much? Because vibrationally air dipped, we became like this. So living like this is now not an option because this is going on, going down and it's pulling us. So I have only 2 options. Either I allow myself to be like this or I consciously live like this. Which means consciously make effort, integrate steps into your lifestyle to move like this in your vibration. Obviously, which one would we want to do? And if you move like this, then everyone around you will get your power to also move like this. But if you move like this, then you will take everyone else along with you, downslide. Ready? Every day, my journey has to go like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It just has to be like this. I can't be here today and here tomorrow. Not going to happen. No magic. But consciously moving upwards. Consciously moving upwards. How will I do that? 1, meditation. 2, consciously absorbing high vibrational content. 3, consciously avoiding low vibrational content. 4, consuming a high vibrational diet, physical diet, food. We're suddenly eating out too much. Is that the truth? Yes? Not even taking care of nutrition, not even taking care of vibration. Start cooking at home and start cooking in the meditative state. Start cooking with prayers and meditation. Suddenly your food at home will start vibrating at a higher energy, people will change. We are not using enough the power of food to influence the mind of family. Order kar lo. Order. Order what? We don't know who's cooked. We don't know in which environment it was cooked. We don't know the source of money used over there to cook. And we are just eating it. And we are giving it to our children to eat. And then we are saying, why are they becoming like this? Through the food, you literally absorb the state of mind of the person who's cooked for you. Literally, it goes like this. That's why it was said, the way to the man's heart is through the stomach. Cook for them and you will get connected to them. Because vibrationally, you get connected to the person whom you're cooking for. Can we go back to cooking a little bit? Yes? And cooking with care. Cooking in a high vibrational state of mind. Make it compulsory to have something playing in your kitchen while you are cooking. High vibrational words. Prayers, chanting, spiritual songs, bhajan, mantra, whatever you like, should be played in the kitchen while you are cooking. Let the food, the grain, the water, the vegetables, let it all absorb those words. Everyone who will eat will start vibrating like this. And then just before eating, take a 5-second pause. What were we supposed to do before eating? Pray. Today what do? Remote control of TV. Very simple things have taken us from that energy to this vibration. Where's the remote control of the TV? Phone in one hand, remote of the TV when eating. Today, no. Pause 5 seconds. Connect to that supreme power. Say your high vibrational blessings. Now start eating. No low vibrational conversations while eating. Not a single negative word should be around food and water. Don't eat after that otherwise. Cannot discuss problems of the house around food. The problems will increase. Because the food will absorb the problem, the mind will get influenced with the food, the mind will create more problem here. No, that is why we were taught pray before eating, which means energize the food. So pray while cooking, pray while eating, which means create high energy words while cooking and eating. Simple? Simple? How simple? Very simple. No phone, no TV while eating, simple. Those words that are going on the screen, those visuals over there are getting absorbed by the food. It's better not to eat. If you can't stop watching it, then don't eat. But do one of the two, don't do both together. Easy? Very easy. Please say very easy. Because you have to go home and tell your children to do this. So you better be convinced it's very easy. So then your vibration will reach to them before you reach home. And they will say, mom, very easy. But if you're going to think, not sure whether they will agree, then they will also say, I am not interested in doing all this. You do what you want. Right now, create a thought. They are going to understand this and they are going to agree to doing this, and we will all be doing this together, and send that message there. Not on the phone. Send like this. And you go home and you see them agreeing. Use the power of messaging through the power of the mind, not typing. After typing also, people don't understand what we are saying because there's too much clutter here. So food, content, meditation, spiritual diet, and throughout the day taking care that I am a giver. Integrate an element of seva bhav in life. Give selflessly. Giving selflessly raises vibration, raises energy, and throughout the day remembering every thought, word and action is writing my story. I'm writing my story. First homework, don't entangle with people's stories who have nothing to do with your life. Walking on the road, why are they doing this? Nothing to do with our life. Don't be critical, judgmental about everybody, commenting about everybody, talking about everybody. It's changing your recording. And then gently you will have the power to be able to detach even from people around you and creating the right recording. So ready to learn the meditation to start this from happening? Yes, everybody ready? Who all are ready to learn the meditation? Good. Come, let's sit straight. Relax the body. To start meditating, we also have to create a visual of what we are doing, because when we visualize, coding starts changing in the subconscious. So on the screen here, you will see a visual of when we create a thought, I am a soul, point of light in the center of the forehead, there is a visual. Here in the center of the forehead, tiny point of light. So just look at that visual, don't close your eyes. Look at that visual, absorb that visual. Until you come to learn meditation, you're going to start this gentle practice on your own. Just create that visual. I am a point of light in the center of the forehead. We will put these visuals on your WhatsApp community channel as soon as you subscribe to that, so that you will have it with you. And you will see that when I visualize I'm a soul in the center of the forehead, vibrations that we create will start radiating from us around into our house, into our workplace. It's energy. So if I just create a thought, I am a pure, powerful soul. I create the thought for myself, but that vibration of purity and power starts radiating from me out there. So meditation never remains for the self. It always starts influencing others. Like our stress doesn't remain for the self, it always starts influencing others. So our vibrations will always influence. Next visual, I the soul connecting to the supreme power. I the light connecting to the supreme light. Can you see that visual? I the light connecting to the supreme light. Like the sun's rays fall on this body and they energize every cell of the body, the supreme light radiates purity, power and love, and I the soul just absorb all that power. And the third visual we will see that when I the soul absorb that power from the supreme, I can radiate it to the world. Take a minute every day to radiate purity and power to the world. Sitting here in one corner of the world, you create a vibration. Someone somewhere in another corner of the world is going to catch that energy. So heal the world with your power of meditation, with your power of creating pure vibrations. Come, now we will start doing it. Sit back, straight. Bring your attention to the center of the forehead. Now gently visualize. Don't strain yourself while visualizing. Everyone's visualization is different, but gently it starts getting better. Gently see in the center of the forehead, point of light. And now create a thought. I am a pure, powerful soul. Purity, Perfection is my personality. Say this to yourself. It's going to get coded there. It's going to emerge the purity sanskar of the soul. Purity is my personality. I am flawless. I am perfect. I am beautiful. I am a powerful soul. In every scene of life, I am the giver. I radiate power. See, while you're creating this thought, vibrations of power are radiating from you out into the world. The first one to receive your energy is your body. And so when we say, I am a pure soul, purity vibrates through every cell of the body. I am a powerful soul. Body starts getting powerful, empowered, cleansed. I am a loveful soul. I accept each one as they are. We are preparing our mind for how we are going to be tomorrow. I understand them. I accept them. I empower them. I understand the journey of every soul. Now bring that soul on the screen of your mind whom you want to heal. And see yourself radiating purity and power to them. And create a blessing for them. Say to them, you are a pure, powerful soul. Be certain when you say this to them, your vibration is reaching them. Say to them, your life is perfect. Your body is healthy. Success is certain for you. Keep sending a blessing. This is love. I, the loveful soul, heal them, empower them, and give them the strength to change their destiny. This is relationship. This is family. Now radiate purity, peace and power to the world. See yourself, the vibrations from you, creating an energy circle around the globe, reaching every soul on the planet. energize every soul. I energize nature. Prakriti, environment needs healing. Giving is my karma. I am the creator of my story. I am the creator of my destiny. I, the soul, am writing a perfect destiny. This is the purpose of my life.
God be in my head and in my understanding. Dans mes yeux sois Dieu et dans